Secrets to making your child's first haircut a cherished memory. Hello everyone. Today I'd like to share with you an experience that every parent encounters. Your child's first haircut. It's not just a small task in the parenting journey, it's a memorable milestone. Children often feel anxious, even scared, when faced with new experiences like the sound of scissors, a stranger standing close, or the sensation of hair falling around them. Sometimes they wiggle, cry, and leave both parents and barbers sweating. But don't worry, with careful preparation and lots of love, we can turn this moment into a beautiful memory. Let's explore these secrets together. When is the perfect time for your child's first haircut? Have you ever wondered, is it time to cut my child's hair yet? Let me share some little signs I've noticed with my own child. Is your little one's hair starting to split at the ends? Looking a bit messy? Are they constantly brushing hair out of their eyes because it's grown too long? Or maybe, like me, you look at their shaggy, bowl-like hair and feel a mix of amusement and affection, thinking it's time for a change. Truthfully, there's no fixed timeline for a child's first haircut. It depends on your preferences, your child's comfort, and any cultural or religious traditions your family follows. Some families love letting their child's hair grow long before trimming it, while others prefer a neat look early on. The most important thing is that the timing feels right for you and your child is ready for this new experience. Listen to your child, and trust your heart. Turning your home into a mini salon. The journey of cutting your child's hair. Have you ever thought about cutting your child's hair yourself? I'll admit, I was nervous the first time I picked up the scissors. But with proper preparation, it turned out to be easier than I expected. Let me walk you through the steps so you can feel confident trying it too. First, gather your tools. You'll need a chair at the right height for you to stand and cut comfortably. A pair of hair cutting scissors. Don't use regular household scissors, as they're not sharp or safe enough. You'll also need a mirror, a towel or an old t-shirt to drape over your child, a spray bottle or cup of water, a comb, and, if possible, a favorite video to keep your child distracted. Next, transform your home into a mini salon. I usually set up the chair in front of a mirror or the TV, while I normally limit screen time. In this case, it's a perfect distraction. Drape a towel over your child's shoulders to keep hair from sticking to them. Or have them wear an old t-shirt if you don't have a suitable towel. I also spread a towel under the chair for easy cleanup later. When wetting the hair, skip the shampoo if your child tends to wiggle a lot. Instead, use a spray bottle to mist their hair or dip the comb in a cup of water to dampen it as you brush. Be gentle and avoid startling them. I often let my child try spraying the water themselves first, then warn them before I start so they're not caught off guard. Now, onto the cutting. Don't be surprised if your child squirms. Rarely does a child sit perfectly still. I always start from the front, as they're usually most patient in the first few minutes. Gently hold their head with one hand and trim the bangs from one eyebrow to the other. Then, divide the hair into small sections, using clips to hold back the parts you're not cutting yet. Take a small section of hair between your fingers, slide them down to the desired length, and snip below your fingers. Cut slowly and carefully. You can always trim more if needed, but you can't reattach hair once it's gone. Finally, when you're done, hand your little client a mirror to admire the result. Don't forget to shower them with praise. I often say, "You look amazing," and compliment them for sitting nicely. These encouraging words not only make them happy but also encourage better cooperation next time. Taking your child to the salon. How to make it smooth and stress-free. If you're not comfortable cutting your child's hair yourself, don't worry, we can rely on professional barbers. But how do we help our child feel at ease in an unfamiliar place? Let me share some tips that have worked for me. First, familiarize your child with the salon beforehand. I've taken my child to watch other kids get haircuts or meet the barber ahead of time. Once, I even brought them along when I got my own haircut, so they could see it's a normal, safe experience. When choosing a salon, look for kid-friendly ones. Some have play areas, toys, or fun chairs shaped like cars to keep kids entertained. But the most important thing is finding a barber who's patient, skilled with young children, and can work quickly while keeping them comfortable. I once met a barber who chatted and joked with my child the whole time, making them giggle throughout the haircut. If your child is scared to sit alone on the big chair, ask if you can hold them. I often wear a smock. Let my child sit on my lap, and the barber adjusts to cut from different angles. It might be a bit trickier, but when your child feels calm and secure, the process becomes much easier for everyone. Small tips to help your child enjoy their first haircut. Did you know that how we prepare and behave can greatly shape how our child feels about haircuts? I've learned some valuable lessons along the way, and I'd love to share them with you. Start with your words. The word, cut, can scare kids because they associate it with pain. Instead, I say things like, let's trim your hair to make it neat, or, we're going to make your hair look even more beautiful. Gentle phrasing helps ease their worries. Timing is key. First impressions matter, and they can affect how your child feels about haircuts in the future. I always choose a time when my child isn't hungry or cranky, ideally between a meal and nap time. If they're tired or upset, I'll reschedule, even if we've booked an appointment. I want their first experience to be a positive one. To keep them comfortable, do something they enjoy. I often promise a trip to their favorite playground afterward or let them pick a small treat. Sometimes, I bring a snack, play their favorite show, or let them hold a small toy. These little comforts help them feel safe and happy during the process. Lastly, if you'd like to save a lock of hair as a keepsake, prepare a small bag ahead of time. I usually ask the barber to set aside a strand while the hair is still dry. Years from now, looking at that little lock will bring back sweet memories of these early days. Closing thoughts. A journey of love through every strand. Dear friends, your child's first haircut is more than just a task. It's a journey of love. Whether you choose to cut their hair at home or take them to a salon, what matters most is your patience, understanding, and the love you pour into the experience. Every strand that falls is a memory, and every smile from your child is a treasure. Let's make this moment a beautiful one, something both you and your child will cherish. Wishing you success, and please share your own stories with me. I'd love to hear them.